Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel. We have a bunch of news to get into, especially really with the NBA today. Let's get right into it. A few little NFL things here is the Cardinals will be one of the top teams to watch for Brandon Sorsby, according to multiple reports. You know, he can be in that supplemental draft. The Rams have no plans to add a veteran backup quarterback. Instead, allow Stetson Bennett and Ty Simpson battled out for QB2 gig per the Athletic. This is in scenario that Jimmy Garoppolo does end up retiring. Those are two things here from GP Football. There's nothing from Adam Schefter really. So we have some news today with the NBA, man. We're gonna start here with Shams. So breaking: the University of Michigan coach Dusty May has agreed to become the new head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Sources tell Trania Schefter, Pete Thamel, a major college to pro jump for the 2026 NCAA Championship coach, and a swing for the Mavericks and Masai Ujiri. So they have hired Dusty May. GGM. I did not expect to see Dusty May leave college for the NBA. That's shocking, man. That's going to be interesting to see, you know, how he does at the pro level, or the NBA level. You know, got Cooper Flagg, see what they do in this offseason. Still have Kyrie. So we'll see how he does, man. This could be a pretty good hire if he can turn this franchise around after a disaster last year. Next, Trae Young, he intends to sign a 4-year, approximately $212 million deal to stay with the Washington Wizards with a player option year 4. Sources tell ESPN. The 4-time NBA All-Star declined his $49 million player option for a long-term commitment ahead of free agency. This is more... I don't know what I really expected for Trae Young. No reason why Trae couldn't be had for around $40 million at this point under the CBA. There couldn't have been a max market for him out there. I thought the AAV would be less in years. That's more than I expected. Shout out Trae Young's agent, man. Shout out. Breaking in all caps for Trae Young. Shut the fuck up. Putting out breaking. Them 2026-27 salaries, Anthony Davis, Trae Young, and that's pretty high salaries. Shout out to Trae Young's agent, man. 4 years, $212 million. Both are two really huge breaking stories today from Shams Charania. So let's get NBA Central. So much Giannis stuff today. So the Heat and Celtics have emerged as the two-team race for Giannis Antetokounmpo, with both teams engaged in the most advanced talks with Milwaukee. Miami's known offer includes Tyler Hero, Kyle Ware, Jamie Jolicoeur Jr., and the number 13 pick. Boston's package is less clear, but Jaylen Brown's widely viewed around the league as the likely centerpiece, with additional players and draft compensation expected to be involved. The Bucks are expected to make a decision around the NBA draft. Hey, can we get a breaking news about a Giannis trade? No, best we can do is another rumor. And Windhorst said in ESPN, the Celtics are all in on Giannis and officially offering Jaylen Brown. And Giannis, Sham said, he's expected to be traded for tomorrow's draft. It's down to Boston and Miami. I'll believe it when I see it. So the Miami Heat apparently don't want to gut their roster and draft capital for Giannis, while 3-time All-Star center Bam Adebayo is the only Heat player truly off the table in Giannis trade discussions. The Heat don't want to gut its team and draft capital in a deal. But Pat Riley is fake demons. They've been waiting for Giannis for years, and when they come out, when time came, they pussied out. Duncan Robinson, Isaiah Stewart, and Ron Holland are candidates to be moved in a potential Tyler Hero trade to Detroit. The Bucks want to remain competitive next season, are open to keeping Jaylen Brown. The Toronto Raptors are a team to monitor for Miles Turner. Houston Rockets are reportedly willing to listen to trade offers for their all-star players. Rival teams that have been contacted the Rockets recently been informed that Eamon Thompson is only near untouchable on the roster. Houston isn't actively shopping its All-Stars or other key members, but are just basically listening. The Celtics have explored a reunion with Robert Williams III per J.K. Fisher. And this last thing per J.K. Fisher, there's a very good chance that Giannis gets traded today, and the Bucks front office will hold a major meeting to make a decision. All we've been hearing is how there's a good chance he gets traded. We just want to hear the actual trade already. Tired of all these tweets. He's been so close to getting traded, like 10 times already. Yeah, we've heard there's a good chance. Can we get an actual trade, please? But yeah, it's all the NBA news today, man. A bunch of stuff here. So let's move on to wrestling news. So there's reportedly growing frustration internally over lack of variety and competitiveness in the tag team division on SmackDown. Well, yeah. That happens when you release most of the tag division in a single week, and your tag champions are Damian Priest and R-Truth. Fired AOP, you fired the Wyatt Six, you fired the Hurt Business, fired the Motor City, fired Ciampa and the Garganos alone, and you refuse to use Fraxium and Los Garza. That's what happens when you don't really have a tag division. Like, yeah, no shit. So Road Dogg is expected to be at TNA Slammiversary this Sunday. There are reportedly some who believe he may step into the creative circle for TNA. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he make TNA any worse, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. A former multi-singles WWE champion is reportedly expected to make their TNA debut at Slammiversary this Sunday. That's a million people. Could be anybody. On Monday Night Raw, I'll review that after getting done with this. Live returned here on Bayley. She snapped. What the fuck has happened? Street Profits become the new World Tag Team Champions. That's really the two main other things that happen on Raw, really. So OVW CEO Rob Edwards has confirmed to Cultaholic that a working relationship with TNA is in the process of being finalized. TNA has, quote, lost a lot of money, and Anthem could be looking to make their money back. This is two things from the Wrestling Observer, and I don't know if I believe that. So for NASCAR, let's move on. 36 Cup entries for Sonoma, really nothing notable, really pretty much a normal field for this week. 38 O'Reilly entries for Sonoma, Connor Zilch in the 1, SVG in the 9, Chastain in the 32, and Carson Quaffle in the 91, so gonna probably be another Zilch SVG show. Trucks are off this weekend, so it's just O'Reilly and Cup. So for Sonoma weekend, Friday 140 ARCA West P&Q, 4 in the CW app, O'Reilly P&Q, and 6:30 on Flow the ARCA West race. Saturday 2M True TV Cup P&Q, 4:30 in CW race, 5:30 in the CW the O'Reilly race. Sunday 2:30 on TNT. Now we're on TNT for the Cup. Had the pre-race, and then 3:30 on TNT the Cup race. That's your schedule. Corey Heim, ends up winning the Cup race last night, his first career win. Ben Kennedy says attendance for the weekend was 125,067%, for first-time fans, 11% higher female attendees than normal NASCAR event, and 3 times number of the Hispanic attendees. As long as the stands were packed, that's good. For a first-time event, good to see the stands were packed. So let's move on to baseball. Chris Paddock got DFA'd by the Reds. Shocker. The Royals manager is hopeful Bobby Witt Jr. knee will be available in a couple days. Through here. Ellie De La Cruz, hamstring to be activated from the IL on Tuesday. Chris Patrick, as I said, he got DFA'd. The All-Star voting returns come back today. Fan voting's definitely questionable. That's all I'll say. But that's pretty much it. There's not really too much like MLB, honestly. So we have some college football stuff to off here. 4-star running back Kingston Miles has flipped his commitment from Auburn to Missouri. 4-star linebacker Sean Fox is down to Clemson, Georgia, and Kentucky. He will announce his commitment on June 25th. Most likely going to be Wildcat. Most likely. Class of 2027 linebacker Kane Brackney has flipped his commitment from UCLA to Indiana. 4-star safety Andre Jones, 2028, has committed to Notre Dame. 4-star receiver Julius Jones Jr. is committed to Notre Dame. 4-star interior lineman Kyler Kuhn has committed to Missouri. Class of 2027 interior lineman Barrett Kittrell is committed to Nebraska. And that's all from today. So, yeah, man. That's really all I have to say here. Bunch of news today. Bunch of news. But, yeah. That's all I have to say here. There was just one last thing from NBA. I think the Mavericks also tried to hire John Shire before they hired Dusty May, which is crazy. And that Dallas is shopping Daniel Gafford to try to move up from number 30 to top 20 in the draft. And Michigan hired Mike Boynton, I think their interim coach, to be their new hire. And Anthony Davis and his camp have been seeking a max extension. It's plausible to consider a potential trade candidate with Washington. The Blazers expect to show interest. But yeah, that's pretty much it here. So now I've got through everything. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.